Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy 3lag and welcome to Boss Rush Island 1. We're going to be starting off with Sada on Strong, as well as our free Dart Monkey, and now a 200 Engineer on Strong targeting as well. I like to tech bot my Sada, and I do highly recommend it, as later we'll be using the tech bot for another tower too, so it just makes it simpler to have one already down. Anyways, as soon as we pop that first goal, we're going to upgrade our Engineer to a 320 so that we can get a ton of damage down. And you may be saying, we're leaking some. So yeah, we're going to get down a Boomerang. This guy's going to be a 0-0 for now so that we can place down a second Engineer as soon as we possibly can. You know, just get it up to a 300 and then get the center cross path as always. And then we're going to go for the top cross path on this Boomerang Monkey. Should be able to get it up as soon as possible, and you shouldn't leak too many lives. Now, if you do leak a couple of lives, that's probably because of monkey knowledge, and that means that you should probably, buy the glaive ricochet a little bit earlier, but whatever. We place down another 2 sentries here. Engineers, sorry. All the engineers are the exact same, so it's pretty simple, at least for now. And then after the 4th one, you're going to want to sell your Dart Monkey and buy the more glaives upgrades. Now, you can see here that I had accidentally bought a 5th Engineer, and that was why I was so close to leaking some. So I don't recommend you do that. Please just place down 4 Engineers, and then you start going for the Boomerang. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. The Boomerang is a 402, and then we just fill up a couple more Engineers here. And once you have this area filled up, we're going to go for a village. Ideally, you should have 7 Engineers inside of that area, though. Monkey Village is going to be a 202 so that we can get the extra attack speed and the discount on them. And I don't think I mentioned this, but every single engineer is on strong, not just the first ones that we placed down. I feel like that's kind of obvious, but it's always good to just mention this, cover your bases, These last 2 engineers, they're not too bad to place, but there's a lot of sentries here, so if you're on mobile, you might want to avoid those last 2 engineers, and then just go for a 420 Wing Monkey, Monkey Ace. The 420 is going to allow it to pop camos, which is very nice as camos are spawning in now. We're going to upgrade the village to a monkey town so that we can get 60% more income from all of our towers popping balloons. And now that we have the Operation Dart Storm, it's going to be also getting some extra income from the lower track, which is nice. Once you're at about $20,000 or $21,000, you can start selling your engineers. I sell them pretty fast, which is why I should have waited till 21, but if you're on mobile or something, then you can sell them slower, and therefore, you're going to want to do it earlier, if that makes any sense. But once we sell them all, we're going to be buying up the Sky Shredder, that is the tier 5 top path Monkey Ace, and then we're going to get down a 104 Alchemist on last targeting, sell Sada, rebuy Sada in the bottom left hand corner, and then we're going to be going for the overclock and target the overclock, kind of just straight up from where it is currently placed. Overclocking, of course, the Monkey Ace, and then I'm tech botting the overclock as well, so that it'll always be active as soon as possible. Then we're going to go for the Monkey City, and then a 204 Balloon Trap Engineer Monkey, just as soon as you can afford this stuff is always when you want to buy them. I do sell the Boomerang in exchange for the XXL Trap slightly faster, but I'm not too sure if I'd recommend that, because I have seen in other runs, there is a small amount of RNG that comes when you sell the Boomerang, but assuming that, you just do it very close to the end, or you buy the Juggernaut that I'm drawing up now, then it's really not that dangerous. You should be a-okay. We're going to upgrade that Juggernaut to an Ultra Jug, so that we really cannot leak to anything on things like round 50 and round 60, as those can be a little bit scary. And then we're just going to be going up for the Super Monkey Fan Club, and eventually, Plasma Monkey Fan Club. But while we wait to be able to afford that, we're just going to place down our Dart Monkeys, upgrade them all up to 022s. You can do, I think it would be safer to do, 3 to 5 of them up to 032s, just to be extra safe with your degree for the Paragon, because I think if you do all 022s, it's barely degree 20, so I recommend I upgraded 3 of them here to 032s, so you guys can do the same, or you can do 5 of them if you want to be really extra safe. It's probably worth it. I'd do, somewhere in that range, 3 to 5. Anyways, we're just filling up the rest of the monkey limit with 022 Dart Monkeys, and I gotta say, if this video has been helping me out, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and use code YOBOY, that's YOBOY, in the BTD6 store whenever you're making a purchase, or just type in the code now, because Quite frankly, you're not going to remember to if you ever do make a purchase, and the code lasts forever, which is very nice. So anyways, once we're done with all the dart monkeys, we can finally afford the Plasma Monkey fan club, so we're going to get that up. We're going to use it as soon as possible. Then we're going to go for the crossbow master, which we're going to place in the middle. Now, if you do place it in like the top right hand corner, yes, it would get more pops, but it's not really worth it because then you might die. So that's why we want it in the middle, is so that it can deal with the lower right hand corner lanes. So yeah, that's kind of a good idea. Now we're going to be doing a save up. Now I'd say a safe number to save up to is $55,000. $55,000 is like, yeah, you're definitely going to be able to afford the Paragon. You're even going to be able to slider it some. But if you want to play things riskier, if you're a little bit further behind, you know, you could do things more at like 50,000 or 45,000, something like that. But I started selling one of my alchemists at only 45,000, and then I'm like, no, it's a bad idea. Wait up till I'm at 55,000, and I'm like, ugh, this is still kind of a little bit off. So, you know, I did it at 45,000, and it's kind of screwing me over. I could have saved up until I was at 55,000, and it would have taken just the same amount of time. So don't do what I did. Wait till 55,000, and then buy your Dart Paragon. So that's very nice. I pause here to think because, quite frankly, it's a little bit scary trying to defend the next 50 rounds that are going to come out just all at once. But anyways, our plan here is just going to be to place down a Monkey Ace in the bottom left-hand corner. We're going to put this guy on Figure Infinite to get the middle cross path so that it can deal with DDTs, and then to help it out with DDTs even more, we're going to get down a 2-3-0 Monkey Village so that, you know, can actually hit them properly with all of its projectiles. Upgrade him to a Flying Fortress, and I'm going to be honest here, it's still pretty risky with the leaks, so whatever. We're going to get down the Homeland's defense, you know, just get him some buffs, get the overclock down, use the overclock by to an ultra boost, you know, all that stuff. If you're lucky, you're going to be able to get to 110 pops is the highest I ever got, but I wasn't recording then, so I just get 106, 108 pops, I can't remember, because I do end up leaking, so that does affect things, and sometimes you're only going to get like 100 pops, sometimes it'll be 110, it depends on RNG and how fast your earlier pace was in Paragon Degree and all that stuff. So I hope this guide helped you out. I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and bye-bye. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that I have a Discord server called Boss Rush Hub, and basically I'm not going to be uploading every single Boss Rush guide anymore, but I will be, you know, making sure that there are 5 guides out there, and if you're struggling to find them, you should definitely join the Discord. You can also get Boss Rush teams in there. Basically, almost every single team that posts their link in there is going to clear all 5 islands. So if you want to join a team, or if you want to post your own team so that you can get some active players to join, then be my guest. We have like a clan recruitment board, so just join that, and if you want to, you can set it up so that you can see whenever a Boss Rush guide comes out, because it's not going to all be on my channel anymore. I'm too burnt out. College is a lot of work. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining. I'll see you later. Bye.